The Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Good timing, I finally get to wear my eBay shirt to work today. Yes, I'm so excited. We're actually having an event off-site this afternoon, so I'll be wearing my eBay shirt to the off-site event in the afternoon. Yes! So, hooray and all those things. Yesterday, I saw Wild Flag at the Hemlock Tavern in San Francisco. Wild Flag, of course, is Carrie and Janet from Sleater-Kinney, Mary Timony from Helium, and also in her own right as a solo artist. Janet's also from Quasi. And then this other woman who's a keyboardist who, I don't remember what she's famous for, but she's probably famous for something. It's a supergroup, just like Yes or Asia or Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. They were Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young last night. So the first band was, it was French. It was like Outre or something. Very good. I think the lead singer is trying so hard not to be Pat Benatar that it's causing her performance to suffer. She can sing well when she sings hard. She sings well when she does backing vocals, when the guy sings. But when she's just leading a song and she's just trying to sing regularly, it's flat. So, will they figure it out? I don't know. New album comes out today, as they said. I did not get one. And that holds all the answers to those things. So, I don't know. Let's see. So then they were on from 7 to 7:35. And then, after waiting for 40 minutes at 8:15, Wild Flag came on and played for 70 minutes and did not do an encore. And what's funny is they made a hint at doing an encore, and then they didn't do one. I've never seen that before. Yes, most of the time you get an encore. Sometimes you don't. Usually the first encore is a given, and the second is the one where you really have to try. We tried for the first one. It just wasn't happening. And when they didn't come out after about 3 or 4 minutes, it was pretty obvious they weren't gonna, but we kept trying until the house played music, and then we knew there was not going to be an encore. But in the banter between songs, Janet had a funny story, and Carrie said, we'll talk about it during the encore. I'm paraphrasing here. What she said definitely hinted that there would be one, which I thought broke some kind of sacred rule anyway, because it's rather presumptuous. But maybe she was being ironic. They are from Portland, after all. That's just the kind of thing that you do. So, at any rate, the set itself was fine. 2 of the last 3 songs were like 10 minutes long. When you have a supergroup, everyone wants to show everyone how great they are, and the result is guitar wanking and the drumming equivalent. The keyboardist was very modest. I give her a lot of credit. So, but Janet was still my favorite anyway because she's just a really good drummer and she can sing. So hooray for that. I did not care for the long songs, but that is me. Everyone else enjoyed them, and that is important. Just like I say in my election episodes, if you get my vote, you're losing 10 others. So just try to piss me off and you will win. So I think everyone enjoyed the show, except maybe the lack of an encore. It was definitely worth going, and it got out at 9:40, 9:35. Well, 70 minutes. They went on 9:25, but by the time we stood around and waited for no encore, and then buying things at the merch table, which my friends did, but I did not, and taking pictures with the band, which my friends did and I did not, we got out at 9:40. And then I dropped off my friend in the, I don't know what neighborhood that is. It's not the Sunset, it's too far south. I'll have to ask him what neighborhood that is. It's the N goes by, but the N goes everywhere, so that doesn't tell you anything. But it's near 280 and 1. I'll put it that way. It's right off of Alamany, Brotherhood. So then I went home, and I drove the whole way there and the whole way back because it's a Monday night. I knew there would be parking because I asked a friend. He said, "Oh yeah, there'll be parking." I saw a space at Eddie and Van Ness, and I said, that's where I'm going to park. And I said, which way do I turn my wheels? Oh, I don't care. I'll just look at what everyone else does, and then I'll do the opposite. That way, it's like when you put $1 on any craps on the come-out roll. You're hedging your bet. Someone's getting a ticket. No one got a ticket. In this day and age, you don't need to do that shit with the wheels anyway. The way that cars are built today, they don't run away from the curb. And I don't even mean with the emergency brake. Without the emergency brake. You park a car, it stays there. I don't know enough about cars to understand why cars would do that before, but that law is no longer necessary, and they should pass them. They should amend it to say if your car was made after 1990 or 1980 or whatever, you don't have to turn your wheels into the curb when you're parking on a hill. But I don't know. It's fun to have laws, I guess. So there you go. I did not want to take 101 because even though traffic was lighter because it's a holiday week, 101 was still bad. It was backed up. I heard Vermont. I heard 280. It couldn't have been Vermont because when I was on 280 and I flew over 101, there was no traffic. So it must have been Vermont. But by the time I saw that, I was already on 280, and I was like, well, I'm going to try this out because I had a new route when I walked to Caltrain from Slim's on Friday night, and I wanted to see if I drove that way, if I could get to the Hemlock faster. And it might have worked. Got off at Mariposa, got onto 16th, went all the way to Potrero, turned right, left on Division, right on Van Ness, and then I saw the Space Adeti next to Walgreens, across from Sushi Hana. And I said, hey, I'm parking here. I don't care how many more spaces I see, because I'm happy to get a parking space right on Van Ness, because then I can't get lost when I leave, which is true. And I passed about 30 parking spaces on the way to the Hemlock. I definitely took one too soon, but it's okay. I'm happy with the parking I got. Anytime you walk 5 minutes or less to a destination after you've parked in San Francisco, as far as I'm concerned, it's an automatic win. Well, that's all the time we have today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.